first witness.
Your Honor, I'm gonna call Miss Bailey.
Ms. Bailey, if you raise your right hand to be sworn. Solemnly
Actually,
swear.
I apologize, Your Honor. I'm gonna call Mr. Holcomb first.
Okay. Mr. Holcomb, if you'll unmute your mic. Raise your right hand to be sworn. Solemnly swear the testimony you give in the cause before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Huckabee, you may inquire.
Please state your name for the record.
Patrick Sean Holcomb?
And are you the father of Haven?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Holcomb, I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna go through a list. You answer yes or no, please. Did you deliver the child on July 1st at 6 p.m. as ordered in the court order?
No.
When did you deliver the child?
July 2nd.
And so you understand that you were ordered to deliver the child July 1st, and you were ordered not to interfere with my client's visitation on July 1st. Is that correct?
Yes.
What time did you deliver the child on the 2nd?
Approximately 1 o'clock to 1:30.
Okay. And when did you take possession of the child on July 2nd?
Approximately 2:45.
Did you keep the child for the rest of the day on July 2nd in violation of the court order?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 3rd?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 4th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of July 5th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 6th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 7th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 8th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 9th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 10th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 11th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 12th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 13th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 15th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 16th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 17th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 18th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 19th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 20th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 21st?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 22nd?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 23rd?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 24th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 25th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 26th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 27th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 28th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 29th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 30th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on July 31st?
Yes.
Did you deliver the child at the drop-off location in Borger at 6 p.m. on July 31st?
What was that again? I'm sorry.
Did you deliver the child at the beginning of my client's visitation at 6 p.m. on July 31st?
No.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on August 1st?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on August 2nd?
Yes.
Did you deliver the child at the ordered pickup drop-off location at 6 p.m. on August 7th?
No.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order after 6 p.m. on July 7th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on August 8th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on August 9th?
Yes.
Did you deliver the child at 6 p.m. on August 14th at the place ordered in the order?
No.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on August 14th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on August 15th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on August 16th?
Yes.
Did you deliver the child as ordered at the drop-off location at 6 p.m. on August 21st?
No.
Did you deliver the child as ordered on August 22nd?
No.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on August 22nd?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on August 23rd?
Yes.
Did you deliver the child at the requisite place on September 4th?
What was that? I'm sorry.
Did you deliver the child at 6 p.m. as ordered in the court order on September 4th?
No.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order after 6 p.m. on September 4th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in your possession even though it wasn't your time on September 5th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child when it wasn't your time on September 6th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child when it wasn't your possession time on September 7th?
Yes.
Did you deliver the child at 6 p.m. on September 18th as ordered?
No.
Did you keep the child when it wasn't your time after 6 p.m. on September 18th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on September 19th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child when it wasn't your time on September 20th?
Yes.
Did you fail to deliver the child at the beginning of my client's visitation at 6 p.m. on October 2nd?
No. What did I? Can you say again, please?
Did you fail to deliver the child to my client at the ordered time on October 2nd?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on October 2nd?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on October 3rd?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on October 4th?
Yes.
Did you fail to deliver the child at the ordered time on October 9th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on October 9th?
Yes.
Keep the child in violation of the court order on October 10th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on October 11th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order on October 12th?
Yes.
Did you violate the court order by not delivering the child at 6 p.m. on October 16th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court order after 6 p.m. on October 16th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court orders on October 17th?
Yes.
Did you keep the child in violation of the court orders on October 18th?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the child currently has counseling, correct, with my client?
Yes.
And did you fail to take the child to the counseling on August 24th, even though you had prior notice?
Wait one second. My daughter does not have counseling with her mother. She goes individually.
Did you refuse to take the child to the counseling session with David Wood on August 24th, even though you had prior notice?
No.
You did take the child on August
It
24th?
was rescheduled due to I had no prior time frame to get her there on time. The scheduling was not there. She was already scheduled for school class, and I had no communication showing of what time it actually was until a couple days before.
Okay. Did you refuse to take the child to the counseling session on September 1st?
I was waiting on the paperwork at that time from the lawyer still, so I could reschedule it. And I talked to the counselor's office, and they rescheduled it.
So you had prior notice a few days before for the 24th, and you moved it. Then you had one a week later, and you moved it. So what assurance does this have that if he orders counseling, you'll actually show up?
Her school schedule did not allow her to get there on those specific days, so they were rescheduled, and she's already been to a counseling session so far. And there's
She's been to one counseling session in 3 months?
Due to scheduling, yes, sir.
So it doesn't seem like you're putting that much of priority in getting it scheduled.
The scheduling of the counseling was after I went and was served the paperwork. Your client set up the appointment without my knowledge of it at all.
Doesn't she have the right to set up a counseling session for her child?
Yes,
But if you didn't set it up, you're just gonna reschedule it because it's inconvenient for you.
no, her schedule wasn't working. She couldn't make it at that time due to school.
Weren't these after school was over?
I do not recall what time it was set up at.
You don't think my client should have a relationship with the children, do you?
Yes, I believe she should have it.
Then why haven't you made sure that the child is there at the 6 p.m. and not keep the child in violation of the court order?
Due to the mental and physical abuse from July 2nd.
You
I
weren't
feel
present
that
at any of
she
these
is
times,
not-
were you? You weren't present.
No,
You
sir.
weren't present, were you?
No, sir.
So you have no idea what happened, if anything.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So your daughter says, I don't want to go, and you say, that's fine, you don't have to go.
No, sir. From
That's what you did, though.
from what the officers had told me after the fact,
Objection,
July
hearsay.
2nd.
Objection, hearsay.
Mr. Holcomb,
Yes,
I don't want you to testify to what the officers told you. That would be hearsay. That portion, I don't think it had happened yet, but that would be hearsay. Mr. Huckabee, you may inquire.
And the officers weren't there, were they?
no,
So if the officers were relaying something that the daughter said, and daughter told them something that didn't happen, didn't they at least be regurgitating something that didn't happen?
I'm just trying to protect my daughter, sir.
Protect your daughter or get Miss Bailey away from your daughter?
to protect my daughter. I've never once tried to keep her away from Jesse.
Oh, well, before, you're saying never once before May or never once at all?
Never. I've always encouraged both of the daughters at the time to go and visit with their mother.
But you choose not to deliver them to those visits?
No. I choose to protect the emotional and physical on both of my daughters.
Have you told the daughter, Haven, that she doesn't have to mind my client or her new husband?
No.
Have you told Haven to call, are you married?
Common law, yes.
Have you told the children to call your wife or your common law wife mom?
No.
So if the child stated that we were told we didn't have to listen to you, who would they be talking about?
I'm not sure.
Your Honor, calls for speculation.
Yeah, I think you need to be more specific, Mr. Huckabee. I didn't quite follow your question. Be
All right.
more specific in what you're asking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did you tell the text messages that Miss Bailey and you had?
What text messages are you speaking about?
Well, you were asked about a text message chain on June 12th. Did you tell the child about those text messages?
On June?
On June 12th, did you tell the child about those text messages?
Not that I'm aware of.
So if the child told my client on July 2nd, Daddy said you don't want me.
Your Honor, I'm gonna object this to hearsay.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we're there yet. I'm gonna, if we go further, I'm gonna let Mr. Huckabee finish his question. And then Ms. O'Brien, if you feel like there is an objection, I'll let you object. But I wanna hear the question completely before we go further. Mr. Huckabee, you may ask your question.
If the child told my client, Dad says you don't want me no more, would she be lying or would she be telling the truth?
I'm gonna object this to hearsay, Your Honor.
Overruled.
On July 12th, with the message you're talking about of her giving up her rights?
Yes, did you tell the child that y'all had those text messages?
She saw the text message, yes.
How did she see the text message?
She was sitting right next to me whenever they came in.
So you showed her what Miss Bailey and you were talking about?
Not intentionally, no, sir.
You didn't. Was she looking over your shoulder? Because you testified earlier, you did not get a message from Jesse until Haven was at your house and you weren't home.
I wasn't home when Hayden was dropped off. I was home whenever the text came in.
And you just said, look at
Text
your
came
phone.
in after she was dropped off.
And you showed her those messages.
No, she was sitting beside me and she saw the text message on the phone.
Does she have a habit of reading your text messages?
All kids do.
So it's just coincidence that those text messages came in at the exact same time she was sitting next to you looking at your phone.
I guess so. That's what happened.
Now, there was some other text message at the end of that, wasn't there? Stating, I think the kid should have a relationship with me, and you did not put the entire text message chain, did you? There was additional text messages.
Which text messages I do not recollect right now without looking through my phone.
Okay, the ones you provided to your attorney, who your attorney provided to the court, that is not the full text message chain, is it? There's additional messages after that, correct?
Which additional messages? I'm not following you.
I'm asking. There are additional messages after that, correct?
I do not recall. I would have to look it up.
Do you have your phone?
I am on my phone with the Zoom meeting at this moment.
Okay. Did my client ever tell you in June, I am giving up my visitation?
She texted stating she wanted to relinquish her rights in June, yes.
Did she ever say, did she ever sign a relinquishment? Did she ever do anything of that sort?
Not that I'm aware of. At that time, I was understanding she was trying to relinquish her rights.
But she never signed anything. She never told you, I'm giving up my visitation. Correct?
Yes, she did tell me that. She was wanting to give up her visitation.
When did she tell you that?
Through the text.
Well,
That she wanted to relinquish her rights. And then the following Monday, she was wanting to know where her paperwork was to relinquish.
I'm reading those text messages. They were provided by your attorney, and I'm reading them.